Oh, my pre-workout was spilling in my car. I can't even drink it because all the liquid's at the bottom. Actually, I technically can, but just a lazy bastard. This is fucking spilling everywhere. But there's still like some at the bottom. Can you see that? There's still like some at the bottom right here. So I think I'm gonna get like right here, and then I'm gonna start like shaking it, and then hopefully I'm good. Oh, now my car's all gross. I'm putting my car on autopilot just in case. This is really dangerous. Okay, it's on autopilot. Okay. Hopefully we don't die. Okay, alright, chill out, bro. It's going way too fast for my liking. You know what? No pre-workout today. Actually, maybe a little more. I'm done with that. We're just going to talk about hopefully some business philosophy matters. Okay, so today I got a lot of insights on define opportunity action. So what we're gonna do is, before we release it out like to everyone, we're just gonna test it manually, because right now I don't even have a proof of concept. Yes, I have a theory of like, hey, this is what I want to do, but I don't have a, like, even if I do have a define opportunity action, I don't have an actual, like, I'm not confident in the idea itself quite yet. Yes, does everything look right? Yes. From face value, it looks amazing. Amazing. However, we need to see how it actually performs in real in-field tests before I release that to anyone. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to rush at all. So what I'm going to do is, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a janky setup. Like, we're just going to use a V1 API. Yes, it depreciates on March 1st. However, we're just going to use it on one account to test. We're going to test it internally first, make sure everything works properly. Next thing is to get some, to actually test it ourselves in our own company, submit some offers ourselves. We're going to submit at least 100 offers, okay? We're going to use the system, okay? And then see how well it actually performs in field. And then by that time, once we've gotten a proof of concept there, then we should have, and we probably should have fine-tuned it enough to the point where we have to the point where we actually have something that's usable and that's amazing. So that's the goal for there. So I'm waiting on the developer to actually develop it's actually really simple, not simple, but it's still messy even just for one account. Like, it's still really hard to build something like that. So what we're doing is we're gonna build it just for one account, test the actual workflows and automation, and then from there, and by the way, guys, this has never been done before by any company whatsoever on the market. Because the problem here's the problem. With a lot of the CRMs out there today, a lot of them are started out by not wholesalers, okay? I am a wholesaler, and I actually did deals as a wholesaler. I actually know automation. I know HighLevel really, really well. I know HighLevel extremely well. Like, I know its limits. I know its capabilities, and it's one of the most, if not the most, versatile platform out there. I've tried many platforms, and HighLevel is 100% top, for sure top 3. Okay, I don't know the other top 2, but since I don't know the top 2, I'm just gonna say top 1, because it's very, very good, very versatile. Yes, is there some areas where it's lacking? Well, yeah. That's what happens when you're doing a skateboard model, when you're just building out everything. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, what was I gonna say? So that's that. So like, the problem is, I was actually involved in a sprint, and a design sprint with a couple other, like, you know, well-respected developers in the space. Not just well-respected developers, just in general. I saw how they were kind of operating, Now, not gonna lie, they had an amazing, you know, structure and whatnot. However, they weren't able to identify the problems as a wholesaler. It was really hard for even if they had wholesalers on their team, it was hard for the wholesalers to ask the right questions to the developers and the developers to ask the right questions to the wholesalers. So you see, that's the problem there, is that the wholesalers don't even know the right questions to ask, and the developers don't even know the right questions to ask the wholesalers, because the developer doesn't have the context the wholesaler has, and the same way goes for the wholesaler. The wholesaler doesn't know the questions or enough context to ask the developer the questions to move the needle forward in actual infield stuff. So it's a lot better when you yourself actually has the problem and then you solve it head on instead of hiring someone to do it for you. Yes, you'll probably get it done. It'll take a lot longer and it'll be a lot more frustrating, and there's a high failure rate just because the developer will never have as much context as you, because you are the one actually facing the problem. You have to communicate with someone else that yes, knows how to design the problem, do all these things, but they don't know the core problem and all the nuances to everything. They don't have the full context of the scenario. So that's what sets us apart, is that I know a lot about automation. I know a lot about building these systems. I've been in rooms with high level integrators. I know how they think. I know how they build stuff. I focus on what really matters and then what doesn't really matter to a wholesaler specifically. What really matters to a developer, like only a developer, may be something completely different. And it's likely something completely different because they don't have the context I do. As a wholesaler, I know, and also being around a lot of wholesalers that are in different markets, that have different strategies to do things, I know how they perform. So me having that context makes us so much more powerful. Just because I know what is actually valuable and I know what is not actually valuable. The fuck? So that's what sets us apart. That's why we're able to build shit that actually works, because that's actually where a lot of the great companies come from. It's where you build something not for a product to sell, but you build something for your own company and then realize that, oh, this actually solves a lot of problems in a lot of different companies. So don't worry about, all that stuff. Just build something that solves your own problems, and then they likely solve a lot of other people's problems in the same niche as you. So don't be so tied to that end result. Just fix your problems and then worry about systemizing it and fulfillment later. Worry about solving your problems, make it really good, and then worrying about how do I get this in other people's hands. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the gym. I just arrived. I'll see you guys when we get back. I need to get more tan, dude. Fucking pale as fuck. So I'm in the office all day. I gotta get some sun. I gotta look super pale. I used to be like really dark because I was outside all the time in squalls and track. So I'd be outside at least for an hour every day in the blazing 2 p.m. sun. So, damn, that's nice. So I was out there running sprints. Hated that shit, but it was really good for me. Absolutely dreaded track, but it's the best thing for me. Got my sun, got my sprints in. I think sprints actually do a lot for testosterone and a lot of other cool stuff. But today I hit some chest and triceps. Got that locked in for today. I'm feeling pretty good. There was some moments in there where you know, I think I'm pushing hard, but then like something fucking clicks in my head, and then I just go beast mode and just like channel this strength that I didn't even think I had. Like I grip harder on the bar or whatever I'm doing. Like today I was on incline, and I was like, you know, this feeling good, but I'm not like, you know, whatever. But and then like something clicked inside of me, I don't know what it is, but something just clicked, and I like. I always have these moments of like trying to kill you type shit. Not like literally, but like I'm trying to murder. Like just the set, or like I'm trying to like I'm just a very overall competitive person. And you should be too. You got to be competitive. Except here's the caveat to that. You got to respect collaboration as well. However, oh my gosh, this is spilling everywhere. You have to respect collaboration. You have to respect your partners. You got to respect what they do. If you're all about competition, then you're not going to win. So you gotta have a sense of balance. More so competition in the sense of like, I'm not backing down and I'm going to do whatever it takes, not to beat you, but to be a better competitor, which is probably the same thing. But not to like crush someone else's business, but to be a better company. I like the competitive aspect of it. If it wasn't competitive, it's not fun. To me, at least. I don't know about other people, but if there's no competition, then because I take a lot of pride in myself, and I love competition because it pushes me and the competitor if they're that competitive. But I'm very competitive in things I like, and in games I know I can win at. Even those games, like Warren Buffett says. I think Warren Buffett's, that's a quote, is only play games where you know without a doubt you can win at. I think that's the quote or something. But it was only it was only play games you have an unfair advantage at. And I really deeply feel like I have an absolutely unfair advantage as far as the real estate systems go. Now, am I at my peak? Never. I will never be. But I strive to be. So the goal is to become the go-to wholesaling CRM. Absolutely crushed agent outreach. Next thing, MLS. Next thing, Dispo. Next thing, TC. And then we talk about a platinum system. So, and I can't do that. You can't do that in like a month or even a year. That takes years to do. But if you think about it, if I spend 4 years building a ridiculous system for any and all wholesalers, whether you do land, single family, multifamily, I don't give a shit. Whatever you do, it molds into your business. But I have to spend 4 years on it. However, I don't have to spend any time after that. I don't have to spend any more time marketing it because it markets itself. It's like, if you're not using HighLevel or you're not using any system, then you're stupid. Like, why would you use any other CRM except for his? So we want to be that, because some people think the real estate wholesaling niche or the industry is small. It's over $1 billion industry. It's a huge industry. Okay, so don't think it's small. It's a huge industry. And if I can start becoming the go-to wholesaling CRM, that is my goal, is to become the go-to. And the problem is, I've met a ton of wholesalers in the game, and there's few and far between of people who are actually good. There's maybe 0.0001% of people that I would actually think are somewhat competitors. There's one competitor that straight up copied us. Straight up, no changes, straight up copied us. Has probably 300 people. That's okay, because their users are going to find out very soon that we were the creator and that I can create many more of those systems very easily. Okay, so at the end of this all, my ultimate goal is to become the #1 go-to CRM. Okay, that's my that's my plan. That's my end goal. And if I can have even 50% market share, which is like an absurd number. Let's say even 10% market share. Okay, let's think about that. That's worth it. There we go. That's worth 4 years of my time, because 10% market share is over $100 million. So, and I've figured out the game of systems, and I'm only going to get better and better. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I have some more, instead of me talking about my business, I'll just start talking about the lessons I've learned. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow.